All right, here's how you're actually going to make 10K per month. This is everything that I think you'll need at the age of 18. So this is a video message to myself at 18 years old, coming from the stance of a 26-year-old entrepreneur that's actually seeing some level of success online now, trying to tell myself what I need to do to actually start making my first dollar online and ultimately start making 10K per month. Now, this is going to be spoken from myself to the things that I think that I needed when I first started and the things that I've learned. And I think this is going to be extremely valuable to everyone watching this. So I recommend watching this all the way through to the end. Take notes, especially if you're a beginner, and pay heed to what I'm about to say, because trust me, this is everything that I have learned over the last 7 years of actually starting entrepreneurship and making money online. Okay, so I'm going to take you through everything from the foundations, the fundamentals of what I think you need to know and what you probably don't want to hear, but is what is going to be the most important thing. And without this, you're never going to make any money. So that is the most important stepping stone. Like, that's where we've got to start, the foundations. To where do you actually start, right? I think you're probably having a question in your head right now is like, look, I know I want to be here, right? This is the way I want to be, this dude over here, making loads of money online, but I'm sat over here right now. What is my first step? What is the first thing I do today to actually get started? So I want to explain where you should actually start, how to pick a niche and all that kind of stuff. I want to also show you the economics of actually how business actually works, why you actually end up making money, why people are going to pay you for things. Because once you understand that, and once you understand what you're being paid for, you're going to be able to make so much more money. And this took me way too long to work out. So that's really, really, really important. Then I want to talk about how to actually find what you're selling, what the solution is, what problem you're solving, how to actually fundamentally work that out, and how important it is to really know the economics and understanding your numbers, and ultimately building out an offer, and then ending off with outreach. Where do you actually get your customers from? How do you actually bring on your clients? And then finally, I'm just going to end with a final note of what are my biggest takeaways and my big learnings from doing this for 7 years. So that's kind of the formula of what I'm going to be going over in this video, but it's really important that we go through this chronologically. We have to start at the beginning. So don't skip ahead, don't skip through this video, start from the beginning. Take notes on everything and watch until the end. And for anybody watching this video right now that wants to make $20,000 a month from a personal brand in 2024, I will show you how to do that for free. I'm hosting a free class on Tuesday for 100 people only, where you can attend and I'll show you what I'm doing to make 20K per month with a personal brand, so you can copy me and do the same thing. If you want to come along to that free class, just click the first link down below in the description and register, and I'll also send you a free course when you join. Okay, so these are the foundations. This is quite possibly the cornerstone of actually seeing any level of success. You have to get these foundations correct. The first thing to really remember, right, is it could take you 3 years to make your first dollar. You are so focused right now on making money quickly. You're looking for that 30 days to make $1 million kind of idea. And it doesn't exist. That is not a thing. That is not going to happen. You need to assume it's going to take you minimum 3 years to start making money online. Now, it could definitely take you less than that. It could take you a month. It could take you 3 months. But if you assume it's going to take you an incredibly long amount of time, you're prepared for the worst case scenario. And the second thing is, always assume that everybody else is going to be more lucky than you. If you assume that you're going to have the worst luck in the world, nothing is going to go your way, everything is going to go wrong, then you're preparing for the worst possible case situation, then you work to that worst case scenario. If you work to the worst case scenario, then even if something does go your way and something is slightly lucky and things do start working out, you're just going to see better success. So that's the most important thing. Don't ever assume that you're going to get lucky and things are going to work out. When you're calculating your numbers, assume worst case scenario. Whenever you're putting out like, maybe I'll make 10K per month if I do this, if I sign this many clients and this many people respond, don't do that. Assume everything's going to go wrong and put in the amount of work that means that even if it all goes wrong, you're still going to hit that benchmark. And if you do that, you will start seeing some level of success. My third biggest takeaway is focus on one thing and relentlessly pursue it for over a year and assume it's never going to work, despite the fact that it's not working. If you pick one thing today, and that's the thing that you're going to do to make money, do not quit. Stay at it for at least a year. Because if you quit before a year, you're just starting that process over and over again. And this took me years to learn. Shiny object syndrome is going to kill you when it comes to starting to make money online. You will only ever make money if you alleviate pain and you solve problems. This is like key. Okay, if you're trying to create a really cool brand, a clothing brand, and you think it's going to be really amazing because the embroidery is really cool, no one's going to buy it. You are not going to make money. Fundamentally, as a beginner, if you don't understand marketing and you don't understand sales and you don't understand business, you need to be solving problems and alleviating pain. And I'll go through this in just a second. Next one, there is no secret method. I know you're scrolling through YouTube, you're looking for that secret method to make money online. You're looking for that one video that's going to change your life and you're going to implement it and suddenly you're going to be super lucky and make $100,000 a month at the age of 18. Doesn't happen. It doesn't exist. All these videos that you see of people that are actually achieving that are like the 1 in a billion people that actually get that miracle stroke of luck. Having the ego of assuming that you're going to get that just by watching watching their video is just naive and it's never going to happen. There is no secret method. The only secret method is relentlessly working on something for years, expecting to make no money, expecting to get no results, but continually doing it anyway. And if you continue to pursue this shiny object syndrome and you keep switching from business model to business model, maybe you've tried SMMA, then dropshipping and Amazon FBA, and then copywriting and all these different things, that is the only thing that is going to leave you broke, full of regret, and leaving you wasting all of your time and money. And I can say that from experience. Trust me, it's only taken me 7 years to start seeing some success because I wasted 6 of them just jumping and flitting between different ideas. If I had just picked the one thing at the beginning and focused on it for a year, I would have made more progress in a year than I've made in the last 7 years. And it's all because of shiny object syndrome. Trust me, it is your worst enemy. Avoid it like the plague. The next thing, you know nothing, right? Remove your ego. You are sitting here right now and you think that you know things, you think you are always right. Remove it, right? You need to find somebody that is one step ahead of you and just copy them. If you like what they do and you want to be like them, copy them. Okay, and this leads on to my second point. Don't look up to 500 people at once. Find one person that's seeing a level of success that you want to achieve, and you like who they are, you like what they sell, you like their business model, and you want to pursue that same thing. Do that one thing. Copy that one person, right? And don't assume that you know better than them, because you don't, all right? Fundamentally pick one person and just copy them relentlessly for a year and you will start to see some success. And remember, if it costs you $500 to shortcut your learning, take it every single time, okay? Trust me. I have struggled so many times. I've wasted years of my life trying to figure things out because I didn't want to spend a couple of $100s. It is far better to lose $500 than 5 years of your life trying to figure it out on your own. And even if, right, even worst case scenario, you spend $500 for someone's course and it doesn't work out, money will come and go. Money will always come and go. You'll make it, you'll lose it, you'll spend it, you'll get it, but time is the only thing that's going to disappear. All right, so money is an asset that you can use and you can leverage. Just if you have any money, spend it to shortcut your learning cycle, because at the worst case scenario, you lose $500. Next year, you'll make it back and it will mean nothing in the long run. Whereas if you waste 5 years, it's going to mean everything. Those are my biggest foundational takeaways. You have to get those things right before we go any further. So write them down, tattoo them on your forehead. Those are my biggest learnings so far over the last 7 years. So where do we actually start? What is like step one? Where do we actually start over here to take that first leap to start along this path, these little stepping stones until we hit our ultimate goal, which is making money online? Where do we actually take this first step? Fundamentally, and as much as I hate to say this, it's picking a niche. And when I say niche, I don't mean an industry. I don't mean real estate agents or dental practitioners or anything like that. I'm saying a niche is something that is a blend between something that you enjoy, that the market needs, that people are prepared to pay you for. If there's a blend between all three of those things, that is going to be your niche. And one of the biggest things I want to say here is pick something you know well and you enjoy. Okay? Don't just pick real estate agents or social media marketing or drop shipping or all these different fad business models and these trends, right? Just because someone on YouTube told you to do it. It's never going to work out for you. It'll work for the people that got there first. Pick something that you're good at, that you know well, that you enjoy. Okay? If you have a skill in something, pick that one thing, pick that industry, because fundamentally you cannot help somebody solve a problem if you don't understand their business and you don't understand their pains. This is the fundamental flaw of social media marketing agencies. If you pick a niche of real estate agents, but you're not a real estate agent and you've never had those problems and those pain points before, you don't know where to even start when it comes to solving them. So pick something that you know well and that you also enjoy, because ultimately the reason why you're starting a business is because you want to enjoy doing it. Number 2, if you picked a niche, speak to people in that niche. Don't just watch a YouTube video and because somebody told you that, real estate agents need new leads, then automatically assume that real estate agents need more leads. Speak to people, speak to real estate agents. Phrase yourself as if you're doing like a research study and you want to get some advice from them, right? Or you want to become a real estate agent. Look, I want to become a real estate agent, but I'm concerned, what are the biggest problems you're struggling with? And what I mean by this is if you have a specific skill set and it really lends itself to a certain industry or a certain niche that you know well and you enjoy, just because someone hasn't talked about it on a YouTube video doesn't mean that you can't pursue that. And when it comes to picking a niche, you need to focus on 3 things, okay? The pain in that niche, the size of that niche, and the amount of money, the buying power that niche has. The pain is how much pain does the niche have, right? Are they struggling right now? Or is it like the easiest world to be in, right? Are they all having a great time and they all super happy? Because remember what I said at the beginning, you're only going to make money if you alleviate pain and you solve problems. So if no pain exists in that industry that you're looking to target, you're never going to make any money. So you have to have all 3 of these things. So if you've got pain, the next thing is size. Is that niche big enough? And are they online? If you want to run an online business, don't service businesses that aren't online, that you can't get in contact with online. And what I mean by that is, do they watch YouTube? Do they watch TikTok, Instagram? Like all these social media platforms that you use right now, are they on those social media platforms? And number three, do they have buying capability? Do they have buying power? Can they actually purchase what you're going to sell them? So if you're going after business owners, they'll probably be able to purchase it. But if you're going B2C, right, and you're looking to target people, your niche is like 14-year-old kids, right? They don't have buying power. They're never going to be able to purchase what you sell them. Yeah, it's a massive industry and they consume loads of content. You'll be able to go viral and get millions of views, but you'll be broke. You'll make no money. So you have to be targeting people that actually have buying power. And ultimately, when it comes to picking a niche, ideally pick something under health, wealth, or relationships. If you can pick something under that, you're going to be okay. You'll be fine. And what I mean by that is health, right? It's people either want to get better mental health, physical health, whatever it is, getting fitter, getting stronger. That's in the health bracket. Wealth, making money, saving money, getting out of credit, all of those things. Those are the wealth bracket. Relationships could be building a network. It could be dating advice, marriage advice. It could be anything, right? And ultimately, if there's an ROI-based offer, it's going to make you more money. I.e., if you pay me 10 grand, but you can make 100 grand back, you're going to keep paying me 10 grand, right? So it's an ROI based offer. It's always going to make you more money than anything else. So if you do go after the wealth niche, it has to be ROI based. We'll get onto offers later on. Now you've got your niche, right? You've picked your niche. How do you actually know whether or not you're going to start making money with that? Well, you have to solve problems, okay? This person over here has a pain point. They have a problem. If that problem is solved and that pain has been alleviated, they're going to give you money. You have to make sure that you're providing more value to the person that's giving you the money because, and look, ultimately $100 has a very clear assigned value. You know what it can buy you. It can buy you a dinner out. So it has a very clear defined value. Pain and problems don't have a very clear defined value. And what I mean by that is if I said I can help you lose weight, that doesn't cost $100. You're not going to pay me $100 and then lose the weight. It costs. That solving that pain costs whatever the person that has the pain believes that it costs them. And what I mean by that is how much are they prepared to pay to solve that problem? The bigger the pain, the bigger the problem, the more they're prepared to pay. So if you can solve big problems, you're going to get paid more. If you solve little problems, you're going to get paid less. This is the fundamental fact of building a business, right? Every single product that you've ever bought always solves a problem. This microphone has better audio than my camera. So I bought it because it gives me better audio, which means I can make better videos, which means I can make money. Whenever you're selling something, you have to sell the outcome. Don't sell the products and benefits and features of your product. I wouldn't say, look, it's made of metal, it's got a USB-C lead, you can just plug it into your laptop, all these different things. That's irrelevant. If you said to me, look, if you get this microphone and you record a video with it, you're going to go viral and sign 10 clients. Versus if you use your camera microphone, everyone's going to click off your video in the first 10 seconds because the audio quality is terrible and you won't sign any clients. I'll buy the microphone from you. And to do this, you need to understand what their pain is. Find their pain first, and then you find their problem second. Look, and the reason why I say find their pain first, then find their problem, is because it follows the awareness cycle. Okay, you have a symptom, then you have a problem, then you have a solution, and then you have a product. So you need to find out what their pain is first. And the reason why I say this is because a lot of the times people don't know what their problem is, right? They know they have a headache. My head is splitting right now. I've got a really struggling to deal with this headache, but I don't know what the problem is. I could be dehydrated. It could be caffeine withdrawal. I could be chronically exhausted. That is the problem, right? The symptom is the pain that I feel. So you have to find out what are your target market, what are they struggling with? What keeps them up at night? What do they wish could disappear? If you said to them, look, wave this wand, it's all going to go away tomorrow morning. What's that one thing you want to disappear that's specific to the problem that you're trying to help them solve, right? And they're going to tell you. Now you've understood their pain, you can help alleviate that pain. The next step is solving the problem. Once we know the pain, we're going to ask them, okay, what do you think is the problem that is causing this pain? Not what I think, not what you know it to be. What do you actually think that problem is? Because it's very different to say to someone, I'm going to help solve this problem. But if they don't think that that problem is causing the pain that they're feeling, they're never going to need to buy the solution to that problem. Okay, so it has to be a problem that is relevant to the pain that they're feeling. And just go direct to them. Ask your target market, what is the problem that you think that you have right now? And don't assume anything. Just because you watched a YouTube video telling you that dental practices need more business, don't assume that dental practices need more business, because more often than not, all these businesses that you keep thinking need more money and more revenue, more customers, that's not the biggest problem. They have more than enough customers coming in. Maybe it's like staff churn. And then finally, do some price research, okay? When you're asking them about this problem, you want to ask them, look, if I could wave a wand and that problem would go away in the next 90 days, how much would you be prepared to solve that problem? If I could just fix that problem right now, how much are you going to pay for it? If they say 50 quid or, $500, maybe you haven't got something. If they say I'd pay $300,000 for you to solve that problem, that is when you have something. And that's what you need to identify. price research. What are they prepared to pay for it? So now it should be very clear, right? You should have the foundations. You should know exactly where to start. You know what your niche is. You know that you need to solve problems and provide solutions and alleviate pain. You know how to find their pain and how to find their problem. The next step in this equation is, okay, we know what their pain and problem is. We now need to alleviate it and offer them a solution. Okay, we need to find what this arrow is. So that means, what is the solution? Now, the solution could be anything. Okay, this is what makes you the money, not the outreach. You can send 50,000 cold emails a day, but you're not going to sign any clients. You're not going to make any money at all if you're not solving a problem. If you haven't got a good solution, you're not going to make any money. And it's the foundational pillar of actually making money online. And that is why you shouldn't pick a niche that you know nothing about. If you're trying to help real estate agents get more business by getting more listing appointments, but you've never been a real estate agent, you're in the wrong country, you don't know what they do for business and how they even make their money, you are not going to be able to offer them a good solution. If you can't offer them a good solution, they're not going to pay you to solve their problem. You're never going to make any money. So you have to know what solution you're providing. And the better the solution is, the more money you're going to make, okay? Because there's multiple solutions to one problem, okay? Say, for example, the problem is, I'm dehydrated. I could alleviate the pain by taking a paracetamol, and it does the trick. The pain goes. It hasn't solved the core problem, right? I need to drink more water, right? That's going to solve my dehydration. But then there's a second solution there. I could drink water, or I could drink electrolytes, right? One of them is better than the other one. So you need to find the best solution that's going to give them the best outcome in the quickest, shortest time frame. Dedicate the next 3 months to solving that problem. If you can solve that problem, and a solution does exist, trust me, if you have a problem, there's always a solution. If you don't have it, somebody else does. If you need to pay someone to tell you what the solution is, so you can then package that solution up, productize it, and sell it to other people, do that every single time. If it's going to speed up your learning cycle, pay someone to solve the problem for you first, and then just sell that same solution to other people. Or spend the next 3 months yourself solving that problem. And the next thing, which is really, 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 really important, understand the economics of your solution, right? I have friends doing $50,000 a month that don't even know their numbers. They don't even know how many link clicks they're getting, what their conversion rates are, what their opt-in rate is, how many leads are coming through, how many emails they're sending, how many videos they're posting a day. They have no idea their numbers, but they're still making 50 grand a month. It's a fucking miracle that they're doing it. You need to understand the economics of your solution. And what I mean by that is, what is it going to cost you to provide that solution to your ideal client? If it's going to cost you more that they're going to pay you for it, there's no point offering that solution. And the next thing here, which is really important, is always assume the worst case scenario. I know you're probably there being like, well, if I send 500 messages a day and I get 900 people responding, I'll sign 50 million clients. Like, you're always assuming best case or mid case scenario because it makes you feel better. Assume worst case scenario and then double your output. So the worst case scenario is going to get you to the result that you want. If the worst case scenario is going to get you to the result that you want, then you have nothing is going to stand in your way from actually getting to where you need to go. And the same goes with just pricing out what you're going to be, what your solution is worth, right? What's actually going to cost you to provide that solution to your businesses or to the customers that you're getting, whether it's B2C or B2B. So there are 3 ways really typically to offer a solution. You have done for you, you have done with you, and then you have do it yourself. One of these could be the best option for you. It may not be done with you. It might be done for you, right? It might be DIY. But the fact is, you need to price out every single possible solution to see which one is the best for you to sell. And there are a few things you've got to take into account, okay? Let's just look at this. Let's say, for example, the solution is you're working with business owners and you're going to offer a complete bespoke, done-for-you marketing team. You're going to manage their socials, you're going to do all their Facebook ads, their Google ads, their SEO, their website building, funnel building. You're going to shoot all their content for them, you're going to edit it for them. It's going to full bespoke custom package, right? And you're thinking, that's great, right? It's a $10,000 a month package. I'm going to charge 10 clients and I'm going to be making $100,000 a month, right? You do that numbers in your head and you're like, yeah, this is great. I'm making 100K a month. I'm a millionaire. But then you need to cost it, okay? Because you realize, number one, there's massive outlay. You've got to buy all the camera gear. You've got to work out where all the customers are coming from. You've got to pay staff, all these different problems, right? Massive, massive outlay. Yeah, sure. It might be easy to sell because you go to someone and say, look, I'll do and handle this entire process for you. All the problems you have, give them to me. Pay me 10 grand a month and I'll solve all of them and I'll manage everything for you. I'll run your business for you for 10 grand a month is what you're basically saying to them. The problem is it's incredibly hard to deliver. If it's hard to deliver but easy to sell, you're going to get loads of customers, you're going to deliver a terrible service, and then you're never going to make any money. If you can get a great, easy to sell and easy to deliver program or a product, then you're going to be making loads of money. So you've got to try and find that balance between easy to sell and hard to deliver, and hard to sell and easy to deliver. Okay, there's got to be a balance between those two things. And typically with these offers here, you have incredibly low profit margins, you have a massive team and a lot of stress. You're paying full-time staff, you're paying ad spend, you're paying sales team, you're paying appointment setters, you're paying your back-end fulfillment. All this stuff is going out of your bank account and you're making 10% profit margins. So sure, you're making $100,000 a month, but you're taking home $10,000 a month in profit. So at the end of the day, right, the one thing you need to be focusing on is profit. Right at the beginning, when you're starting business, assume that everything's going to go wrong and that you're not going to make that much money. You're going to make some big mistakes. If you're operating at a 10% margin and you make one mistake, it could wipe out your business for the entire month and suddenly you're in the red. So you need to focus on your profits first. Don't focus on revenue. DIY program, right? You could have to do it yourself. And that could be like a course, right? You sell a course. Now, the problem with that is it's hard to sell because it's do it yourself. You're just paying me for information at that point, but I still have to put in all the work and do it myself and solve the same problem. You're just giving me the information that's going to help me solve that problem, right? So that's the first thing. The next thing is it's typically very, very easy for you to deliver, right? You just make the course once, you sell it multiple times, it's very easy to deliver. So now we've got the opposite, right? Previously, we had easy to sell, hard to deliver. Now we've got hard to sell, easy to deliver. So you need to find the middle ground between something that's easy to sell, that's easy to deliver, right? And typically that could be something like a done with you program. It doesn't have to be a done with you. It could be anything, right? Just I want to take this home. It doesn't have to be done with you. Done with you is not necessarily the best. This is just a general example, okay? For example, for me, done with you works really well because it allows me to have some form of medium level of outlay. I have to pay software costs. I also have to sit on an occasional coaching call, and I've also got to make sure that there's a little bit of staff to make sure everything's kind of being managed properly. That's a bit of an outlay, but it's not going to kill me because it's not loads of money going out my bank account. I can be incredibly smart with my marketing and I can make it a little bit more seem like it's a bit more done for you and a bit more custom, but at the same time I don't have to fully offer it as a complete done for you system because I can systemize my delivery more. It can be much higher profit margins and I can have a low team and I can be making much more money, right? So you have to know your numbers and work out which product is best to deliver the solution that you want to offer that's going to solve the problem that you're trying to solve for your customers. So find out what your solution is, really analyze your numbers, really work out how the economics of your business and how it's working and how you're actually going to solve that problem. If you do that and you do that well, you should be okay. The final piece of the puzzle before we work out what you're going to do to actually bring on clients is having a great offer. You know the niche, you know the problem, you know the solution, you know what the economics are and what you're actually offering as a solution. How do you actually quantify that in a way that they can actually buy it? That is what we call building out a great offer. So you need to actually quantify the outcome. That's the most important thing. Tell somebody what they're actually going to get, and it has to be the best outcome that they can achieve for the solution that you're offering. You cannot offer some really medium, low level kind of outcome for a solution that you're offering because I don't want some low level mediocre outcome. I want my outcome. I want the best outcome I can get. So show me that you can actually get me to that outcome and I'll buy. So it has to be quantified. Don't say I'm going to help you scale with Facebook ads because that's not quantifiable. What does scale actually mean? How far are you going to scale me? Put a number on it. Define exactly what you're going to be able to help me with. That's point number one. Number two, you have to mitigate the risk, right? Everybody will always have the doubt in the back of their mind that what if it doesn't work? Am I going to lose my money? Because the money has value, but so does your solution. So if the solution stops working, then I've lost value. So what I need to do is have a way to mitigate that risk so I can actually get my value back. And that comes in the form of a guarantee. So for example, if I'm running a fitness offer, right, and I say, look, I'm going to help you lose weight, but you have to run 5 kilometers every single day for the week and you have to put down the donuts, then you're going to lose 5 pounds of body fat in a week, right? I don't know, whatever it is, something crazy like that. And you come to me and you say, look, I've been in this program for 6 months and I've not lost a single pound of weight. I've actually put on weight. And I say, great, I'll give you money back. Really quickly, before I do, did you actually do what I told you to do? Because you can have what we call a quality-based offer, which basically says, like, if you actually didn't get off the couch and you didn't run anywhere and you just ate more donuts, then that's not my fault, right, that you didn't lose weight. It's not my program didn't work for you. It's not that my solution didn't work. It's the fact that you didn't actually implement the solution, right? I can't be blamed for your idiocy. So that's not going to be qualifying for the guarantee. So you actually have to do what I tell you to do. Then you can get your money back if it doesn't work. I'll stand behind it. If you actually implement it, if you actually go for a run and you put down the donuts and you gain weight, you'll get your money back. But you have to be able to do the running and put down the donuts. So you have to have some form of way of mitigating that risk. Number 3. How do you actually get them to the outcome without giving up loads of things? If they have to sacrifice their entire life and they have to go through more pain than is worth suffering to solve that problem, and it's going to take them months to do it, they're never going to buy from you. So you have to mitigate the risk, mitigate the pain, quantify the outcome, and then they'll buy. Now, when it comes to business, right, the closer your offer is to the point of sale, the better your offer is going to be. Now, what I mean by this is we have a level of awareness, right? Right at the top of the funnel. For a business, awareness of your business is like the top of the funnel. It's like the least I really care about. It's the least I can quantify, okay? And that means reach, impressions on my YouTube channel. Okay, so for example, if you said to me, I'm going to get you 50,000 impressions, that doesn't mean as much to me because I know that 30,000 impressions is 2.6 thousand views, right? And that is the next level, which is interest. Okay, so awareness is quite far away from somebody actually buying my product. That's someone that just saw my ad somewhere, or somebody that just kind of saw my YouTube video but they never clicked on it. If you offer me awareness, I'm less likely to buy. If you offer me interest, which is, look, someone's expressed an interest in working with you and actually becoming a customer, I'm more likely to buy from you. But I'm still not super likely because interest, i.e. someone just became a viewer and they watched my content or they clicked on my website, that's a higher level of interest or engagement with my products, which means it's more valuable to me than awareness, but it's not super valuable because the next step is intent, right? Somebody who actually puts their checkout information in, they actually show me that they've booked on a call or they've turned up to a sales call or they've turned up to a webinar, right? That is much more valuable to me because now I have someone that's tangibly ready to buy from me, right? That level of intent is closer to the point of sale. And then finally, a purchase. If you can guarantee me a certain number of people buying, that's closer to the point of sale. That is the point of sale. The closer we are to the bottom of that funnel, the more valuable your offer is going to be. So you have to create an offer that is as close as possible to the bottom of that funnel, especially if you're a beginner, because it's going to be easier to sell that than it would be trying to sell SEO awareness or something like that at the top of the funnel. So here's an example of a terrible offer. This is actually a live example from one of our customers. I'll help you lose weight and keep you accountable. There's a course that has all the exercises you need. It's about 50 hours of content filmed in 4K. Plus there's 250 other people that I'm helping in that community reach the same goal as you. Let me know if you want to join. That is a terrible offer, and here's why, right? There's 5 key reasons why this is a terrible offer and why you need to avoid doing this, but everyone does this. Number 1, it's not personal, right? You're telling me right now that you're helping 250 other people as well as me. That next thing, you haven't quantified it. You just said, I'm going to lose weight. You're going to lose 1 pound, 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 100 pounds. Am I going to lose muscle mass? Am I going to lose my bone structure? Am I going to lose belly fat? You're going to cut off one of my limbs, right? You haven't told me what I'm losing and how much of it I'm losing, right? I need to know what I'm losing. So you need to actually quantify what you're doing. That's why, look, I'm going to help you make money online. Well, how much money online? In what time period? You're going to make me $5K, $500, £1 in the next 6 years? What are you actually helping me make? And how long is it going to take me to make that outcome? Number 3, this offer here makes it sound really hard. You've just told me, right, that there's 50 hours worth of content. By saying that, I now know I have to watch 50 hours worth of you yapping away on a Loom video before I'm even going to start implementing what you taught me, before I even get anywhere near solving the problem that I have and reaching the outcome that I want. That is the last thing that I want. In fact, actively, I want to avoid your product now because I don't want to spend 50 hours watching you talking to me in front of a Loom video. And number 4, 4K footage. Like, I don't care. I'm not buying a Blu-ray DVD, right? So you're selling the features of your product here. This is the difference. The features, not the outcome. And number 5, want to join? That's like, there's no urgency, there's no scarcity, there's no reason why I should join now versus in next year or in 6 years' time, or in fact, never. You haven't given me any reason why I've got to make this decision like on the spot right now. So here's how you can improve your offer by applying these 3 principles and making your offer closer to the point of sale. The way that you're going to do that is by saying how you're going to mitigate the risk, right? There's going to be a money back guarantee if you implement what I teach. That's the first way. Number 2, what is the dream state? I don't want to lose weight just for the sake of losing weight. I want to lose weight because I want to look good. I want to have a 6-pack set of abs, right? That's the outcome that I want to achieve. So you're going to offer me the outcome. You're not going to offer me losing weight. You're going to say, I will help you lose 10 pounds of belly fat every week, and you're going to have a 6-pack in the next 90 days. Now I'm much more willing to buy because you've shown me that you're going to hit that dream state, and you've also quantified it. You haven't just said you're going to look good, mate, in the next 3 months. What am I going to get? 6-pack abs. You've quantified it. Number 3, what pain is not involved in the process? If you said to me, like, look, in the next 6 months, you're going to lose all this weight, you can have 6-pack abs, and you can still eat the favorite foods that you enjoy. You haven't got to go to the gym, right? Now I'm more interested. I'm basically sold at this point. Number 3, what time frame are results achievable? If you said to me it's going to take you 6 years to get results, I'm not interested. Am I going to get results in the next 90 days? Much more interested. For example, if you said, like, look, I've only got 2 spots left, and then I'm closing spaces forever, I want to join, right? Because my options are either I join now or I never join at all. So either I solve my problem or I never do. So now I have much more of a binary kind of option to make. If we take all of those things, all of a sudden we now have the ingredients to create an offer so irresistible that somebody has to buy. So this is the new and updated offer. Let's just compare it. Let's read the old offer versus the new offer. I'll help you lose weight and keep you accountable. There's a course that has all the exercises you need. It's about 50 hours of content filmed in 4K. Plus there's 250 other people like you that are working towards the same goal. Do you want to join? Versus, I'll guarantee you'll get a 6-pack in the next 90 days without giving up your favorite foods or going to a sweaty gym where you always feel judged. And if you don't get a 6-pack, I'll give you a full refund. But there are only 2 spots left and I'm closing access at midnight tonight. And just to add a cherry on top, you're also going to get a 7-day free trial to see if it's any good before you have to pay. Here is the link to join. If you make an offer like that, you actually provide a tangible outcome that they're going to get. You make it close to the bottom of the funnel here, point of sale, you're going to get clients. So you have to make a really, really good offer. Okay, so now you have the offer. How are you actually going to get clients? This is where I'm going to talk to you about outreach. Whether or not you're bringing on small, low-paying customers or high-paying clients, the principle still applies. Build a personal brand. And what I mean by that is post content exactly like I'm doing right now. Post content on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. The reason why is because number one, all these online gurus are doing this anyway, right? They're telling you to send cold emails, but they're posting YouTube videos. They're sending you to do cold calls, but they're posting Instagram videos, right? If I can post a video about how I book 3 to 5 meetings a day, cold calling for 6 hours a day, but that goes on to get 753,000 views, that's 753,000 people that would probably potentially book onto my calendar to learn this skill, right? So what I've done here is I've put in 15 minutes of effort to post a video that goes on to get 700,000 views. So Thomas Gonay doesn't do cold calling to make money. He posts YouTube videos and he has an affiliate offer for Go High Level. So does this person. How to make money booking or how to book meetings, right? He doesn't do that. He has an affiliate offer for Go High Level. This person, how to send cold emails. He doesn't send cold emails. He posts videos that gets 500,000 views and he has a cold email agency. That's how he gets his clients, right? Iman Gadzhi, how to make $10,000 a month as a student, right? He gets 5.2 million views and he sells his products. This person, best passive income side hustle, gets hundreds of thousands of views, sells his products. So all the gurus are posting content and building a personal brand, so you should just copy them and do the same thing. Cold outreach is outdated, it's old, it's ineffective, and you've got a massive amount of competition, right? If you're using Apollo.io, every other social media marketing agency, dropshipper, fucking anybody that's got a service-based business is using exactly the same list as you. So if you guys are all emailing, if 5 million people are emailing the same leads every single day, what makes you think that they're actually going to pay you? Why would they buy from you? They'll probably just delete their email sooner than pay you any money. The reason why posting content is much better is because it's one-to-many marketing. I can put in a small bit of effort now. It's taking me about half an hour, 45 minutes to film this video. I can post it, which will probably take me about an hour to edit, and then I'll post it. All in all, let's say 3 hours worth of work, and it will go on to get several thousand views and bring in business to my company, right? So it does the work for me. It reaches tens of thousands of people, and I've put in 3 hours worth of work. Whereas if I'm sending cold emails or sending cold DMs, let's say, for example, it takes me 10 minutes to have a conversation with someone over Instagram. That's 10 minutes of my time spent to reach one person. I spent 3 hours making this video to reach thousands of people. So you want to have one-to-many marketing, which is one input to reach thousands of people on the output. And that is what posting content actually allows you to do. The other thing is people will come to you. You'll get inbound leads, which means people will see that you can actually help them solve their problems. I am showing you how to make 10K per month right now, which means if you want to know how to make 10K per month, after watching this video, you're going to look to me for help because I've demonstrated that I can help you solve that problem. Next one. Thousands of leads for free, right? You're posting YouTube videos, Instagram videos, and TikTok videos. It doesn't cost you a penny to post those videos. It's free, which means thousands of people come to you and you don't have to pay to get those leads in. You don't need testimonials, right? If you've got 100,000 subscribers on YouTube and you're showing people that you can help solve their problems, you don't need a single testimonial because your social proof, your brand, is the proof that you need, right? Because, for example, for me, I'm helping people build a personal brand and make money online by building a business on YouTube. I'm demonstrating that I can help you do that because I'm doing it myself. If I wasn't able to do that, if I wasn't able to get clients, if I wasn't able to get views on my content, I would never sign clients. You'd never even see me. So I would never be able to even help you, right? So by virtue of actually doing it, I am the testimonial. I am the case study. I've proved I can help you. So as a beginner, you don't need case studies. Sure, you'll get them, right? I've got loads of testimonials and case studies, but you don't need them because you can see that I can actually help you because I'm actually doing what I'm teaching. The next thing is your close rate is going to be huge, right? It's going to be over 50% from your warm leads because they know you, they trust you, they know you can help them. It's just a question of price. And if you've correctly identified an audience that has buying power, they're going to buy from you. So your close rate is going to be massive. You're going to have zero marketing cost and it's low effort. It takes you a couple of hours to film a video and post it, and that's pretty much all the effort you have to put in. And as you can see here, right, this video goes on to get 231 views. Okay, these are the leads that come through. You collect phone numbers, emails, all that. And you can see the UTM source, i.e. where those leads come from. They've all come from YouTube. All these people have come from YouTube and given me their contact information. I haven't done any marketing, any paid marketing to bring those people in. It's been totally free. And more often than not, YouTube will actually pay me to market my own products through AdSense, right? And off the back of that, $200 a month, $200 a month, $200 a month, $200 a month, $200 a month. These are the payments that come into my business because I'm posting YouTube content, right? So it's the best way to bring in business by far. And ultimately, right, you might look at this and go, oh, it's only 200,000 views. That's not loads, or 2,000 views isn't loads, right? In the last month or so, I've been able to get 200,000 views on this YouTube channel, right? The average football stadium holds 60,000 people, which means my content has reached 3 completely full football stadiums of people. Every single view is a person that has a bank account. You watching my content right now, you have a bank account, you have money, you have the potential to ask me to help you solve your problems. You may potentially pay me to solve your problems and become a customer of mine, right? So 200,000 people, they're real people. That's 3 football stadiums of people that have seen that you have an offer to help them. Try and get 200,000 people, 3 football stadiums of people from cold email that are actually actively, they've chosen to go to that stadium, sit down for hours and actually watch you speak from a cold email. It's never going to happen. That only happens when you start posting content online. And then just imagine the power of funneling 200,000 people through a simple book call funnel where you can send them your calendar link, you can get on a call with them, then you can close them for $1,000 a month. This is exactly how I'm closing $1,000 a month clients every single day just by posting YouTube videos. So if you want to know how to build a personal brand in 2024 and start making money online, and you actually want to do everything that I've shown you in this video, then I'm actually running a free class on Tuesday that will teach you all the things that you need to know, but I'm only limiting it to only 100 people. So if you want to join it, click the first link down below in the description, put in your name, phone number, and email, and I will send you a link to join. Now, bearing in mind, when you join, you're also going to get a free community and you're also going to get 2 free courses. As you can see here, right, this person's obviously just joined. Let me just let them in. But this is the whole community that you're going to get access to when you register for the free class. I'm also going to give you a course that will show you how to get 100,000 views on your first YouTube video and also how to make $100,000 in the next 6 months. This is all free if you want it. Register for the free class down below in the description. And the class is on Tuesday, 2 hours long. It's going to be amazing. I'll see you guys on the call. So as a final closing remark, right, assume that nothing will work. If you assume that everything is going to go wrong, you're going to make no money, every decision that you make is incorrect, and nothing's going to go your way, and you just work at it relentlessly regardless, then you're going to make money. Fundamentally, if you start flitting between different business models and different ideas and chasing the shiny object, you're never going to make any money and you'll never make any progress, right? There's the rule of 100, which is do one thing 100 times a day for 100 days and you'll see results. It's as simple as that, right? Because money compounds. If you quit because it's not working, you are always stopping too early and then going back to the beginning and starting from scratch. That's all you're doing, right? This is your process right now, shiny object syndrome. You worked for 3 months, nothing's happened. You've quit because nothing's happened. You go back to the beginning. You just repeat this cycle. Go along here, nothing's happening. You complain, you bitch and whine about it. You get here, you're bored, and you go right back to the beginning. That's all you do. But what you don't know is if you just waited a little bit longer, you'd see exponential growth, right? And this is reflected in real life data. This is my YouTube channel, right? Posting 4 videos a day, 4 videos, 3 videos a day, 4 videos in this day. You can see the compounding growth that is happening to my YouTube channel just because I'm actually posting videos consistently, right? You can see what's happening and you can see where this is going to continue going, right? If I continue posting more and more videos and I stick at it, it's just going to continue vertically up like that. So you have to assume that nothing's going to work and work relentlessly towards it regardless, because if you do that, the results will compound. So you have to do that. Now, these are my biggest takeaways, and hopefully you've got some value from this. And look, you know, if you are younger and you are looking to get started and you need some kind of advice, fundamentally these up here, these foundations are the biggest takeaways that you should take away from this video, right? It might take you years to actually achieve any results. Other people will achieve it quicker than you. Focus on one thing relentlessly and pursue it for a year despite it not working. You will only make money if you alleviate pain and you solve problems. There is no secret method. Shiny object syndrome will leave you broke, full of regret, and waste your money. You know nothing. Remove your ego and find somebody one step ahead that you like and copy them, and only look up to one person at a time and follow one person at a time. And if it costs you $500 to shortcut your learning, take it every single time, because it is far better to lose $500 than 5 years of your life, because money will come and go, but time is the only thing that disappears. These are my big takeaways. So if you take anything away from this video, please let it be that. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments. If you have any suggestions for future videos, do let me know, and I'll see you guys on the free class. And thank you so much for watching this video.